So Summer Games Fest just happened. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The first half of the show was fucking incredible. One of the best showcases that we have seen and watched together in quite a long time. Later half of the show, once we saw The Rock promoting Zoa and then we got into the anime and everything else, it just doesn't really relate to my interests or this channel. I kind of tuned out. We did get our first look at the Modern Warfare 2 campaign mission, Dark Waters. We got the shot of 141 kind of jumping in on the boats, kind of going up, rappelling up to this oil platform, taking out enemies left, right, and center. We saw weather physics just on full display, the lighting, the reflections, the animations. It all looks fantastic. If you guys like the video, leave a like on it, subscribe for more Call of Duty content. Modern Warfare 2 has me fucking hyped at this point. I'm excited to share my thoughts with the game with you guys, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the bell on so you know when I upload or go live to kind of talk about this shit. My name is Big Fry. Let's get into it. So just a little recap of what the trailer showed. We have Task Force 141 kind of approaching this U.S. Atlantic coastline oil platform. We see a lot of water physics and weather, effects at work here, and I just think the game looks fucking fantastic. I do find it weird that I think its soap has been modeled to look exactly like Zac Efron. I don't quite understand what they did with his character there, but regardless, the guys are kind of rappelling up to the top of this platform, and visually, at this point, outside of Soap's face, I think it looks pretty stunning. Like the game, the graphics, the water, the weather, the reflections on some of these areas with the lighting, it just looks really, really good. One thing to note here too, the weapon audio. The other team is kind of going into this office area and it's a little bit muffled.
2-1, making entry.
When they move inside the building, it's a lot more muffled, and you can hear it with some of the voices from the characters as well. The sound design here is fucking insane. The SMG that Soap is using here sounds really, really meaty. One thing to note that I'm glad some of the commenters are pointing out, the body physics when they like fall and hit the ground, the ragdoll, they actually have some oomph to them, which is something that you don't ever really hear in games. It's there, it's just not as emphasized as it is here. As they're kind of climbing the stairs, the rain effects just look fucking incredible. The shooting, the recoil looks a little strange, but I'm guessing there is a little bit of aim assist involved as they are using a controller. It kind of cuts to them breaching into this inside area. One of the guys that you're with, I'm not sure who it is, just a nameless character, kind of gets shot, thrown against a door, discarded. Nobody really cares. They throw the flashbang in, you go and breach in. The animations here look pretty good. This is Modern Warfare 2019. A little bit more polished, a little bit more upgraded, and it's essentially the same kind of game. They're obviously playing like a limited HUD / no HUD gameplay. You have the crosshair, you have the prompts for when you're picking up things like Molotovs, you have the door prompts. Everything else is pretty limited. You don't get hit markers or anything like that in this gameplay, but I think it looks really, really nice. I'm seeing a lot of people comparing this to Modern Warfare 2019, saying that it looks like more of the same, and personally for me, I'll fucking take it at this point, because the last 3 years of FPS since Modern Warfare 2019 came out has been absolute letdown after absolute letdown. Whoever's shooting here, they mount up and then they kind of miss a lot of shots on a guy kind of raining fire out. Not sure who's playing the game, but they aren't the greatest. Maybe some journalist picked up the game and helped them record it. I don't know. But we see this gunfight kind of rain out. There's explosions. These gas cans are kind of blowing up. They start off on fire. It's your typical Call of Duty, Michael Bay, crazy explosions. But I think it looks great. The weather effects here on full display, rain coming down, the reflections, everything is going to melt PCs at this point. I don't know if this is some RTX gameplay as well. They don't really make note of like Nvidia being on display here. I'm sure there's going to be, some promotional shit with Nvidia moving forward. The guy kind of clears out this hallway. You see the blood splatters on the wall. It looks really, really good. I keep saying that visually, I'm fucking with what I'm seeing here. They move up, they go to this crate. One thing to note here, the textures on this shipping container are nuts. It literally looks real. They go in, the bomb controls are no longer there. They have to go onto a ship that's trying to like move away from this oil platform. So we rappel down jump onto one of these little boats again, and then they go and ramp onto this boat, which starts this fucking crazy firefight. And from what they explained afterwards, the water physics in this game are not procedural, but they change. Like, it's not some static thing. So these boats kind of throw in these boxes left and right. I'm thinking, based on their explanation, that this is all going to be different every single time you play. The boxes are kind of tied to the way the boat's shifting in the tides, and that is not static. It is different, and it changes based on this weather system that they have in the game. This firefight looks insane. So busts out a shotgun, which at first felt a little weak in terms of the audio. It just didn't sound that great, but about halfway through this firefight, you can really feel the oomph and hear it, just the poof, poof, and then the reload animation, man, when it gets to the point where he's shoving the shells into the shotgun, you can see the water hitting the fingers, the light on it. I keep going back to the visuals here because until I play it, there's really nothing else I can say about it, but visually, this looks fucking dope. So this gameplay is basically moving across this ship line and gets to a point where the characters are placing breaching charges on a door. It reminds me a lot of what we saw in Wet Works way back in the day in Modern Warfare. The breach charge kind of blows off and then it cuts to like the trailer. Thought it was a nice little transition. But honestly, man, I'm really fucking with what I'm seeing. This is more of pretty much the same Modern Warfare 2019, but, you know, new story, new set pieces, you know, new narrative, and I'm excited to see more. I really want to play the game, but until we get to the beta where I can actually get my hands on the game, I won't know how it feels, how it plays. Like I said, man, if it plays anything close to Modern Warfare 2019, we have a winner. New campaign, new narrative, new characters. If it's 5-6 hours long, I'm okay with that because then I can just jump to multiplayer after as well. I want to play through the campaign. I want to see what the multiplayer has to offer. I want to see what this new sandbox mode is that they keep teasing on social media. I don't know if it's the DMZ that was rumored to come out with Modern Warfare. We haven't heard anything about that yet. There's still so much more to unpack here, but as always, I want to know what you guys think down below. Yesterday's video that I put out was super controversial for a lot of reasons. I gave my honest thoughts about the price, the people complaining about it, and it kind of blew up a little bit. Wasn't expecting that. That being said, I do know there's people out there who don't like that I'm excited for Modern Warfare. This is my most anticipated game of the year for exactly what you guys just saw in this trailer. It looks really good, and I don't think there's another game doing it at this level and providing that amount of content. Granted, we don't know if it's good yet. Don't pre-order. Don't put any money up yet until we see what the game actually has to offer. If you guys do pre-order it on Steam to get into the beta, you'll at least have a chance to refund the game before launch if you don't like it. So for my PC crowd, there's really not much to worry about. I'm excited. I want to know your guys' thoughts down below. While you're down there, leave a like on the video, subscribe for everything Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 related. I haven't been on the COD train since 2019. Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War. This game looks like it's giving me exactly what I want out of a Call of Duty experience. So if you guys do want to follow somebody who's not afraid to give their opinions, don't really give a fuck what my community thinks, don't give a fuck what the developers think, I'm just a guy in front of a mic giving my thoughts on games, and sometimes it pisses people off. That is my fucking brand at this point. My name is Big Fry. Stay safe, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.